Hi lovely people, I'm back again and I've got some dates that I want to look at. I apologise as well if you're waiting for the last Johnny Depp video. I do want to try and get that out as quickly as I possibly can, but these dates that I've been given I want to share with you and have a look at what could possibly be happening. I think I've got a pretty good idea of what I think these dates are going to bring, but I just want to get a little bit more clarity with the cards about that, exactly what it's going to look like. I get that there's a lot going on astrologically as well, and I want to kind of bring that into it as well, because obviously everything's in motion now, isn't it? We're seeing this all happening. We've got the financial crash, the energy crisis. We've got everything's kicking off in, or well, the mainstream media are ramping up the Ukraine thing as well. There's all this stuff coming out. I get that we're on a roll now. We're just rolling, especially after that 24th of September thing as well. That this is kind of what it's going to be like. There's just going to be like more ramping up of the energies. So we've just had the 9-9 portal, we've just had the 10-10 portal, we've coming into the 11-11 portal. Now I was told, this is one of the dates, because I was told that for quite a while now it's been suggested to me, I've been guided to the fact that the 11-11 portal is going to be quite big. Now I don't know whether that's going to be a spiritual thing or whether that's going to be a physical thing. We'll look at that as well. But during October and November, we're seeing this, there's a square between Saturn and Uranus that's quite significant. It kind of shows us a clash between like the old world and the new world. Like Uranus is about shocking changes, and Saturn of course is about authority and keeping the status quo. And so we're seeing that clash there. We're also into eclipse season as well, and eclipses always bring like permanent changes. I'm seeing that this November, October time is well, we're already halfway through October, but right, so these dates that I was given, the first date I was given, my guides brought to me, was the 29th of October. Then they said to me the last 2 weeks of October are going to be significant, which is not surprising because, well, that would be the 17th to the 23rd and the 24th to the 30th, yeah? On the 24th is the new moon solar eclipse. Then of course we've got the 29th of October. Then obviously the 31st of October is Halloween. And obviously that's a significant event for the Blackouts. And also as pagans. With the Samhain being on the 7th of November as well. Then on the 8th of November, we've got the full moon lunar eclipse, and then of course we've got the 11-11 portal. So right, really from the 17th to the 11th of November, it's all going to be, there's a lot, as you can see, going on. There's a lot of dates that have been flagged up to look out for. Now I do get that this is going to be very much an expansion of what we've been seeing so far. The ramping up of the financial crash, the ramping up of the energy crisis. And I get that it's kind of like, this was the Black Hats' plan to kind of first put us into lockdown and of course send a lot of us off to the other realm with this illness that wasn't quite as bad as it was intended to be, and with the jabs that they got ramped down as well. And then of course put us completely in survival mode, with threatening our physical safety and security, with crashing the markets, making us lose everything. And then of course, as they said in the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy. I mean, that's where they wanted us, wasn't it? And I get that the white hats are just letting this, well, they're not letting this play out, they're kind of pushing this, but trying to make it as easy as possible as well. Sorry, they're trying to make us financially dependent upon them. That's what I was trying to say, because that's obviously what they want, but the black hats, that is, obviously. So I get that the white hats wanted to show us the plan, but keep us as safe as they possibly can. But I get now, with all these dates coming up so quickly, I get that we're going to see something shifting before the end of the year even. But I do want to look at this. I want to look at, let's lay some cards for this, what was the date it was given, the 29th of October, and see if we can see anything, what's going to be likely occurring around the 29th of October. Well, the very first thing that I'm noticing here is the first two cards we got out were Pentacles. This is all about money, isn't it? And this is what they focused on. This was what the 24th of September was about, wasn't it? It was the starting of this financial crash. And again, we've got another Pentacle in the current line as well. This is the past line, this is the current line. Changing in the financial system and walking away. I'm not seeing huge change. I'm not seeing huge disruption here. We do have the Death card in here, but there's only, well, we got change, yeah, and walking away. But thank you. My guys have just whispered something to me. The change is occurring, and obviously it's for our good. The good guys are bringing this in. I would wonder, this is kind of suggesting to me that the system's going to flip. I'm not sure that we'll know that this is happening, because this is all about secrecy and playing cards close to our chest. Thank you. My guides are saying to me, those of us who are in the know will be able to see. I think this is when this financial system is going to flip. I don't think it's going to be obvious to everybody. I think we really have to search for this and look for this and keep our eyes peeled for this. And I get that that's a lot of how they've been doing this. But yeah, I don't see that it's going to be majorly obvious. There doesn't seem to be confusion or upset or rebellion going on at this time. This is going to be very subtle, but something is going to change. So keep your eyes peeled. If you notice anything, I shall obviously ask my guides to be bringing this into me. But if you see anything happening, please let me know. Yeah, this is all about moving on, being in the moment, integration, integration of the new system. I don't think it's a spiritual thing. I think it's a physical thing. I believe that this is the point where the financial system is going to flip to the new system. Globally, they're saying to me, I get that some places have already flipped, but I don't see that it's going to be like announced or thrust in people's faces. But I do believe that there will be signs out there for those who know where to look. And I know you guys are in the know because of all your information you've sent, you've commented before. Yeah, this is the crescendo, isn't it? What was the other date I wanted to look at? Oh, the 8th. The 8th of November. This was flagged up to me. This is the, what was it, the full moon? the full moon lunar eclipse is the 8th. So let's have a look and see what we can see around this the 8th of November as well. What my guides have just said to me is, it's a shame that it has to be so subtle. I know we all want it like blackouts and EBSs and everything, but I do get that a lot of people are going to be seeing things a lot more clearly. I get that this whole thing has been about getting the information out there so it kind of soaks up to the into the group consciousness, if you like. And a lot of the times we can't always see huge shifts in people being aware of what's going on. That's what I'm seeing here. The change, the big change, is in the outcome here. So I'm not seeing, I'm seeing change, I'm seeing things happening. Once again, it's just subtle. It's subtle, which after 9/11, which was, I understand, retaliation for the white hats were going to bring the new financial system in then, weren't they? And that was retaliation of the black hats for doing that. That's what I understood it was to be anyway. So I get that they want to do it much more slowly, much more subtly. What I'm seeing here, thank you, is a shift in group consciousness. What I'm seeing here is a snowball rolling down a hill, just gathering momentum, gathering momentum, gathering momentum. The more people who are aware, the better. I don't know how the white hats can gauge that, to be honest, how many people. This is going to, they've just given me 85% on some level are on board with this. 85% of the population on some level are on board with this. It could be, I mean, yeah, because we're all on board with it. The information's out there. Sometimes people, when people hear this stuff, even if they dismiss it, it kind of soaks in on a subconscious level. Like I always say this is what they always give me. And when things start to happen, when they start to see things in the world, like the financial crash, the energy crisis, that pipeline being blown up, it's the Ukraine situation, it's like they start to question it. This is going to be a turning point in the group consciousness. Well, that's so interesting. I was not expecting that at all. Naturally, I was hoping for blackouts and EBSs and just get it out there, but this really is a shifting point. But it's not. It's gonna be very subtle, which makes sense because the full moon eclipse is permanent changes, isn't it? But it's kind of like, it's subtle, isn't it? It's, you know, if you're not looking for it, you won't see it. Right, there's just the one more date I want to look at. But this is not a spiritual shift. This is not a spiritual shift. And it's saying the change is going to come after. Because this is the next step, the change will follow after. And I wonder whether that's going to be the 1111 portal. But I got that the 1111 portal was... the 1111 portal was very spiritual, because it's a spiritual portal, isn't it? I'm laughing here because of the guilt card coming up at the end. I wonder whether people are going to be feeling guilty for not listening, or for mocking, or for whatever people are doing. It kind of... I don't know, I would kind of like enjoy that. I don't know, but then, you know... That's just me, isn't it? The rebel. It's about internally rebelling. It's about that knowing that, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. We're not playing this game anymore. They've just said to me it's because of the playful way this has been brought in. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? They really have done a good job with this, haven't they? I know we've been frustrated waiting for this all to come out, but because of the playful way that this has been brought out, although it's not really playful, is it? But it's not really the plan that the Black Hats had for us. It has been like toned down, and we've been protected a lot. So I do get that what they're saying is a playful, but it means that they can, the people who are coming on board may feel a little bit guilty. So perhaps don't rub their noses in it. Just enjoy your smugness quietly. Is I guess what they're saying. Or be smug quietly. I've got some stuff ready for this on Redbubble. I've got my, I'm not going to say I was right, and I've got a smug face as well. I think there's one more. I'll put the pictures up now so you can see them if you want to be prepared. Right, okay, right, so what was the next day? Oh, the 1111 portal. Right, so let's take a quick look, shall we, at the 1111 portal existence. You are part of unity. You are a beautiful, needed part of the whole. And we all came here for this. We all came here to see this amazing, amazing time unfold. And I'll be covering what the outcome is on my membership site, on my website. When it's available, it'll show as a bundle. I'll call it something like the outcome. If you want to be notified when that's available, if you go to my website, starlightworkcircle.com, sign up for free stuff, and I try to send out regular emails with updates on about when, obviously, anything that's going on with the Starlight Work Circle. So if you do want to be notified when that's out, yeah, go to my website, starlightworkcircle.com, and sign up for free stuff. Obviously it's free, you don't need any card details or anything, but it'll put your email on my mailing list then. And just look at this. Just look at this. Wow. Just look at that. That's amazing. Dreams and wishes coming true about uncovering the lies and the white hats. I wonder whether there's going to be some kind of reveal going on here. They're saying subtle again. They're saying subtle again, but I get these subtle things coming out, growing bigger and bigger as the population gets on board, really moving forwards with something with passion here. I would like to say this is a fire sign lady. I'm thinking of certain people who are supposedly dead, but maybe who are not. I don't think Princess Diana was a fire sign lady, but this would not be on the 11th. This is after the 11th, but obviously this is going to be the next stage, isn't it? If the white hats have been protecting people from the black hats and faking deaths, that would be the next step, is what I'm getting. But definitely getting people on board here. Financial system has already changed, more people are on board. I keep seeing President Trump. I around this date would probably like to keep an eye on, he does a lot of rallies, doesn't he? I would probably like to keep an eye on what he's saying at the rally. Actually, this can also be off-worlders. I get a lot of people are, thank you, I get a lot of people are waking the starseed activation. A lot of people are being made aware of their starseed past and their starseed families. I'll be doing a bundle about that on my membership site as well, on my website at some point. But obviously it's just with my awakening process, keep throwing everything up into the air, it's kind of difficult to get all this stuff completed. There's only so many hours in the day, but I love doing this and I wanted to do this. I'm sorry again if you're waiting for the Johnny Depp video. I'm going to get that out as soon as I possibly can, because it was a great deal of fun to do that, looking into all sorts of things. And can you believe that? Again, the same card, again, clinging to the past, letting go of the past. Recognising that. I know some people will have a hard time doing that. I get we've had a lot longer to process this than a lot of people, and just let go of this exhausting energy that the Deep State Dark Court have created. The Dracos and the Orion group have created this it looks like a prison. I want to say prison, but of course it's not a prison, because we've all chosen to be here. We all wanted to experience this. We all wanted to experience this third density. We all wanted to help fulfill the prophecy and bring the Luciferic experiment back into balance, because obviously once a Luciferic experiment gets too far, it ends up destroying itself. It always has, and I get that's why this is the first time they've used it. The AI has been created, because it's kind of it's more part of the illusion than it is the reality, because it obviously it has to contain spirit, or it wouldn't be able to exist. But it can contain so little spirit to keep it going, so that the lower densities can manifest, if you like, to keep us in this 3D experience. Wow, I wasn't expecting to say any of that. But like, once again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to be covering all this on my membership site, my website, when I finally managed to do it. So I guess that's what that is saying. And we may have enjoyed our experience in the 3D. Can't stay here forever, obviously, but obviously there's more 3D experiences to be had elsewhere. But yeah, I wasn't expecting any of that at all. I'm so glad I did this. Is there anything else I need to say? Let me check my paper. No, I think that's it. Yeah, so basically we're looking at a turning point, but I get that they're going to keep on doing it the way that they've been doing it. It's nice and gentle and subtle, but the signs are there. The signs are there if you look for them. Things are moving. Keep on looking forward. Keep on knowing that things are happening, things are changing, and you know, there is going to be yeah, things have been quite slow. There is going to be more of this coming out. We are going to be seeing this coming out. I get that the med beds are not going to be able to come out till after that point. There's got to be a turning point as well. Yeah, so just this crescendo I get of events, and it's now, it's happening now. It is happening now, and certainly it's going to be ramping up as we're coming into October. As we're the last 2 weeks in October, and as we're moving into November, it's going to be ramping up, absolutely. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you did. Please do the YouTubey things, like, share, subscribe, and all my social media links will be posted below. There'll be a link to my website as well, and my Redbubble shop, if I can remember to add that in. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it useful, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.